Hello friends! So for those of you who don't know, June is Pride Month, and since all of the festivals were cancelled, I thought at the very least I could do a monthly spread in my bullet journal for June that was Pride themed, filled with rainbows and colors and lots of good things. So the bullet journal that I use is from Michaels. It is the Artist Loft brand, I believe. I do like it, but the pages are kind of thin, so it can bleed through sometimes, so fair warning there. And then the markers that I use are Crayola Super Tips. For my pen, I just use Papermate's black felt tip pen. And my pencil is just your regular Bic mechanical pencil. And then I use the white Jelly Roll pen. So starting off with my calendar page for June, I have it right next to my title page so that way I can find it easily. But I'm just going to go through with my ruler and outline everything in black pen. I didn't use a ruler last month and it turned out really wonky, so hopefully this is better. And now I'm just going to go through and fill out all of the days of the week and the days of the month. And now it's time for color. So I'm going to go through in Roy G. Biv pattern and highlight over every day of the week with a different color of the rainbow. And then I'm just going to use a really basic color to highlight over the days of the week. And then I'm going to repeat the rainbow pattern on the bottom. So now for the title page. I'm just going in with a different color for each layer of the rainbow and just putting a line of color instead of filling it in completely like a regular rainbow. I'm usually pretty simplistic with my color choices and don't like to use too many different ones, but what better month to be loud and bold than June? But with that being said, I'm just going to go in with black to do the outline for June and then color it in black, just so it's not too overwhelming to look at. And then at the bottom of the title page, I just have this quote from Dodie's song Rainbow. It says, "But to say that I'm a rainbow, to tell me that I'm bright, when I'm so used to feeling wrong, well, it makes me feel alright." So I'm just going in with black pen to write most of that, but then for the rainbow part, I'm going in with a different color pen, again in Roy G. Biv pattern. Okay, so on the next page, I just have my habit tracker. I did this last month and it was so helpful for me. It feels like a grown-up chore chart. So for the header, I wrote the words habit tracker in a rainbow shape. And then I drew little clouds at the bottom that I'm going to fill in with black pen or outline in black pen. And that way I have a little rainbow looking thing at the top. So now I'm just going to go through with pen and write out all of my little sections for the habit tracker and all of the days of the month under each one. So the habits that I chose to track this month are exercise, yoga, flossing, reading, French, when I sleep 7 hours or more, when I water my plants, YouTube, what days I spend time outside, when I play music, when I do art, and when I write. So now I'm going to go through and color everything in. First, I'm taking my light gray marker and filling in the clouds, that way they stand out a little bit more from the white of the page. Now I'm going to take my other markers and fill in all of the letters in Roy G. Biv order again, but since there's more than 7 letters, I'm going to fill it out normally and then start going in reverse so that the last 3 colors, the blue, indigo, and violet, are in the middle, and then it starts to go back towards the red end of the spectrum. And then to highlight over all of my sections of the habit tracker, I'm just using a light bluish gray marker, which I used a lot in my theme last month. and I really liked the way the color looked, and I thought that that would sort of neutralize all of the bold colors that I'm using this month. So that's my completed habit tracker, and every day that I read or exercise or make art this month, I get to bubble in that day. So now on to my weekly planner. So a lot of people use 2 pages per week, but since we're in quarantine and the semester is over, I figured that just 1 page was enough room for me. Obviously, if you have more of a busy life than I do, you might want to use 2 pages. So I'm just going to go through in black pen and outline all of the little boxes that I drew. This does not go well, but using a ruler at least made it a lot faster. So now I'm just going through and writing the calendar on each page, as well as all of the days of the week. And repeating the process for the rest of the weeks of the month. On the last page, there were only 3 remaining days of the month, so I just wrote at the bottom Reflections of June, so that's just a little spot for me to write about what happened in that month. The camera cut off when I was decorating these pages, but basically I went through in Roy G. Biv pattern again and highlighted each day of the week that's in the boxes on the pages, and then on the calendar on each page I highlighted what week it was. I also added some little hearts on the background because everything looked kind of plain. I don't love how it turned out with that, but you know, Pride Month's all about love, so why not? So the last page of my bullet journal is my playlist page. So I'm just going to fill in the letters with black again to balance out all the color. And then I drew these little rainbows on each side of the word, and so I'm going to be filling those in with color. I always love having a playlist page so that when I look back through my journal I can remember what I was listening to that month. But for this month, my playlist page will probably be mostly LGBT artists, so a lot of King Princess and Girl in Red and, I don't know, Lady Gaga maybe. Now that everything's dry, I'm going to erase all of my pencil marks. And here we have it, my completed bullet journal spread for the month of June. Again, I'm usually not big on color, but I think this turned out really cute and it's such a vibrant, fun theme for June. I'm really excited to fill this out, and it does not make up for the fact that Rona canceled Pride, but you know, it's something at least. I hope all of you have enjoyed this video, and I hope everyone has a wonderful Pride Month. Thanks for watching.